We go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, I'm Josh with Hogg Archery products. This is what we got new for 2016 ATA. But first, before I get into our new stuff, I wanted to clarify some stuff. We had a lot of people wondering why we had a double pin system in our sight when the second one's fixed. And what we wanted to try to explain was the idea is that you have a second pin in there, and as long as you shoot and figure out what it is, so for instance, if you're sighting at 20, is your second pin a 35 or 33 yard, or if you're sighting at 30, is it a 45 or 40 yard mark? By finding out what that second mark is, when you're sitting in your tree stand and you have a deer coming in front of you and you're at full draw and he starts moving out in front, typically what everyone's gonna do is they're gonna hold a little high. But the question is are you holding high enough, too much, not enough, so on and so forth. By having that second pin in there and knowing what it actually is, you can very accurately hold and gap shoot the correct distance for the deer, which is a huge advantage for making sure that you're making a good shot on an animal. So that's why we have two pins in there and the second one is fixed. But it's a huge advantage. It's as much of an advantage as third axis was to sights. In bright light conditions, you're gonna find that you're gonna see a lot less of your ring. And in dark conditions, you're gonna see a lot more of your ring. A good example of that is with our current system where the single white ring on here, if you set this so that at high noon, you're seeing just this white ring, and you go into a blind or low light conditions, late heavy oak canopy cover, you're gonna be seeing much more of that ring. So what's gonna happen is you're not really gonna be perfectly centered like you should be, which in turn is gonna create a sloppy shot. By having multiple rings on there and setting so that this inside ring is set just perfect, so at high noon, you're just catching this inside ring, then that means whether it's high noon, low light, midday, blind, no matter what lighting condition you're in, which is going to change what you're seeing through your peep, you're always going to have a ring to center on, which is going to guarantee that you're going to make a much more accurate shot when it counts. So on to what's new for this year, is we have a new Fast Eddy. Our previous Fast Eddy had a hard mount, like so. Our new Fast Eddy, we've added the capability of having a dovetail bar that's going to give you a lot more distance to stick out in front. It's been milled out, so it's extremely light and versatile in that nature. It's got a really light mounting system. It does come with a knob on it, just like our other ones do. And so that's our new addition for sights this year, is we just wanted to add a dovetail long bar system for the Fast Eddy. Also new for 2016 is our new Hooter Shooter. We have a Hooter Shooter Auto Draw now. So we've developed where we got a motor on the back here, a DC motor, plug it into your wall, and we've got an automatic drawing system for our Hooter Shooter. This is a very nice benefit for most people that, it's a little overkill for, but people that are tuning a lot of arrows and working with the machine a lot, doing a lot of timing and things like that, everyone can appreciate not having to crank and shake the bow around. What we have is we have limit switches built in here. They are adjustable on both ends here, and it's gonna just keep driving down until it hits the limit switch and it'll stop. So when you come back and you're drawing the bow back to full draw, it will stop at a very precise point every single time. Additionally with that, it's really nice because you draw the bow back to full draw, you get it aimed in, you're gonna tune your arrows, you fire off your shot. As soon as you fire off your shot, typically in the past, you go down and get your arrow and come back, then you gotta slide this down and get everything hooked up again. With the auto draw, what we get to do is you fire off your shot, you hit this, you walk down and grab your arrow. By the time you come back, it'll already be stopped and ready to be loaded again. So it's a very nice, fast, much more efficient way of tuning arrows. For more information about Spot Hogg and all of our other products that we have available, please visit our website, www.spot-hogg.com. Thanks.
For more coverage of the 2016 ATA show here in Louisville, Kentucky, check out our website, selffilmed.com, or our Facebook page at facebook.com/selffilmed.